So this week's episode of Supernatural was conflicting, to say the least. I was right when I said that Sam would feel guilty about all the people in the bunker that died from the last episode, and it's confirmed that literally everyone besides Sam, Dean, Jack, and Castiel are all dead. Considering the fact that Sam was the leader of all these people, I can see why he's so affected by that and why he doesn't want to be at the bunker right now. On the other hand, Dean is doing pretty okay besides the concerning amount of eating he did in this episode. I think Dean just has a black hole for a stomach. But all in all, I really did enjoy this episode. I think I almost choked on my own spit when I saw Sam as Jason.
If we cannot remain civil, then you can skedaddle. Sam. That's not my name. Cindy, grab his hat. I don't wear a hat.
And honestly, this whole episode was like being on crack. And I loved it. Cass talking Sam out of the weird magic shit that was put on him was amazing, and I kind of wanted to cry, and it also kind of made my heart hurt because Cass was right, and I'm sad because Sam feels so shitty right now. And you know what? My rule is if Sam Winchester is sad, then I'm sad. I'm sorry, but I don't make the rules. I also kind of wanted to figure out what the creatures were because they didn't tell us what they were, but they were pretty badass. I'm assuming they were probably similar to Jin's because the girl put her dad into a coma, so maybe, I don't know. Supernatural's really killing it with the Monster of the Week episodes and also tying them to the plot as well. Speaking of the plot, it seems to me that the main plot right now is Jack. And I have a very bad feeling about what's going to happen to Jack. As I said in my last video, I think Jack is going to end up in the box. I have mentioned this theory in my last two videos about Supernatural, and I'm sure that most of you guys have probably seen those videos, so I'm not going to repeat it again. I'm just going to add a few points onto that theory. But to sum up the theory, in case you haven't seen those videos, I believe that Jack lost too much of his soul and is going to end up becoming a force that is too powerful for the Winchesters to control and regulate, forcing them to make the decision to put Jack in the Macaulay box. One thing that proves this would be the end of the episode, when Jack kills the snake so it can be happy with its previous owner in heaven, which I doubt that guy is in heaven. Let's just take a moment of silence for our little snake boy, R.I.P. Snake Boy 2019. R.I.P. Obviously, if a snake isn't eating, your first instinct wouldn't be to kill it so it can be happy with its old owner. I think the best decision would probably be to like take it to a vet or something like that, or like Google it. But from a soulless perspective, it kind of makes sense. The snake is sad because it misses its owner, so kill it and let it go to heaven where it will be happy and see its owner. Then the problem's solved. At least that's probably the way that Jack was thinking about it. As Donatello said, Jack is the most powerful being in the universe, excluding God and Amara. I have a feeling that he might be irrational with other choices similar to this but on a greater scale. But the whole reason why Jack wasn't super dangerous is because he had his human soul and his human qualities and his human emotions, making it so he can make choices with his powers that would be morally correct, like killing the bad guys and helping the good guys. But if Jack doesn't have his soul, or just not as much of his soul as he used to have, he won't be able to use his emotions to make these decisions anymore, just his logic. And because Jack is so young, he could make decisions that probably are not the best. I am still going to say that my theory stands as is. I believe Jack will be the one who ends up in the Macaulay box at the end of the season. I think the whole scene with him Thanos dusting that snake is foreshadowing something bigger that's coming our way. Last video, I said that someone is going to die within the next few episodes, and this was confirmed, and you know, it will hurt. They said it will hurt, and I don't know who this is going to be. It hasn't been revealed who the person may be, but I do have a few guesses, and this leads more into my theory with Jack as well. A lot of you guys are saying that Mary is going to be the one to die. Now, I don't know for sure about that, because a lot of you guys just don't like Mary in general and are hoping for her to die, you sadistic fucks. But let's just say that Mary is gonna be the one to die, hypothetically. It doesn't seem right that they would just kill her off out of nowhere. She's still at Donna's cabin right now, but you know, here's my theory. Now, I don't have proof for this theory, but I'm just trying to put some pieces together, so this is just my thoughts. They could possibly be on a hunt or something along the lines of that. Mary could end up pissing Jack off or doing something that just makes him snap or leads him to making a stupid decision. Then Jack would kill her, probably by accident, because we know that Jack and Mary both have history together. and spent a lot of time in the Apocalypse world together fighting off Michael's armies. But after Jack kills her, Sam and Dean would have to make the decision to put Jack in the call box because, you know, that's Mary and that's their mom, you know? I don't know how likely that theory is, but I have a feeling that whoever is going to die, Jack may possibly be the killer, which would lead to him being put into the box. That's at least what makes the most sense to me. Because out of anything, I don't really think Jack, I don't know, accidentally killing a random person would make Sam and Dean put him into the box, but him killing someone close to Sam and Dean would definitely make them have to make that decision. A few of you guys also said that you think it's going to be Castiel who dies, which I doubt because the writers said that they will explore Castiel's deal with the Empty later in season 15 rather than season 14 because season 15 got greenlit for, you know, season 15. Out of anyone dying and it hurting, I have a few candidates. Sam and Dean are the #1 candidates because, you know, the season finale is coming up and one of them usually dies in a season finale. Considering neither of them have died in a season finale since Dean's death in season 9, I have a small feeling that one of them might bite the dust this season, but of course they would come back because they always come back. Other people I can think of besides Sam and Dean and Mary would be maybe Rowena or Jack or maybe Donna or Jody. I'm hoping that they don't die. I don't want them to die. I'm gonna die if they die. But maybe Rowena could turn against the Winchesters and her fate can finally be sealed with Sam killing her. But speaking of Rowena's fate, I have a feeling that her fate may have changed. If Dean's fate can change, then why can't Rowena's? Considering the fact that people from the other universe could have messed up fate in general for the people around them, then it is possible that Sam might not be the one to kill Rowena after all. We only have 5 more episodes left of this season, and as short as that is, a lot can happen within 5 episodes. I'm going to assume that Jack not having most of his soul is going to be a main plot point, with Sam and Dean's issues being a side point to this story. AKA, you know, Dean dealing with being unpossessed by Michael and Sam dealing with failing as a leader. And I'm not saying that he failed as a leader. He thinks he failed as a leader. And you know what? Them dying was not his fault, okay? If anybody comes at Sam, I will personally fight you. I will come at you, okay? Don't ever shit on Sam Winchester because Sam Winchester is my fucking god. We also haven't had any updates with Nick or Lucifer, so I'm not too sure that they're going to finish this plot in this season, or if they're going to use it for the next season. I'm not gonna lie, I really hope that they do tie up Nick and Lucifer's story this season because I really don't want another season of Lucifer being the villain. As much as I love Mark Pellegrino and want him to stay on the show, I think Lucifer being the villain has been pretty redundant and I don't really want Sam, out of all people, to have to deal with him yet again. You know, considering he was tortured in hell for over 6,000 years by Lucifer. But you know, everyone seems to forget that, right? The synopsis for the next episode says, quote, Sam and Dean are baffled when they come up against a monster they have never heard of before. Jack does his best to impress a new group of friends. The promo didn't show much for this episode, just Sam and Dean hunting in the woods. I am a little scared with Jack trying to impress his new friends because that could mean he's probably going to end up using his powers to impress whoever these people may be. And that's not a good thing because keeping Jack's powers a secret to the public is a good thing because they don't need to know about that. The synopsis for episode 17, which is titled Game Night, says, quote, Sam and Dean race to help a friend in need. Meanwhile, Mary is concerned for Jack's well-being, and Castiel enlists help from A&L to track down a miracle. This synopsis leads me to believe even more that Jack is going to be the main plot point for the rest of this season. And the main concern for the Winchesters. If Mary is returning in that episode, then maybe this could be the episode that she does die. The episode after is called Absence, so it could be a possibility because right after Absence is Jack in the Box. Or maybe the friend that's in need with Sam and Dean is the one that dies. I'm not sure. That's why I said, you know, Donna or maybe Jody could be a possibility on the death list. But I'm honestly not 100% positive who it's going to be yet. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you think Jack is gonna finally be a villain like everyone was expecting in the beginning? Or do you think Jack would really kill Mary? I don't know. I really don't want him to, but you know what? At this point, it's supernatural and we are just bound to be hurt no matter what. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Leave suggestions or questions and comments down in the comment section below, and I will see you guys next week. So don't get possessed by any demons because I need those views. Bye!